1 minute. 1 minute. Mr. Surjewala, please let's be very fair here. For example, today Teesta Setalvad said Malappuram, right? She said Malappuram. Now Malappuram, as you know, is the one part of the country. 1 minute, let me complete.
I said Kashmir.
I am saying in Malappuram, Teesta Setalvad, accept the fact your child marriages can be registered here today. Because it was the electoral promise of the Indian Union Muslim League before the election.
Don't bully me, yeah. I'm saying in Malappuram, if there's violence and the minority is Hindu, why don't you let somebody explain their position?
Teesta Setalvad, please, let's not. Miss Setalvad, see, I'm not. Miss Setalvad, I'm not raising my voice, but you must explain one thing. Miss Setalvad, I am giving the example of something else which happens in Malappuram, which you are probably not aware of.
Malappuram, the Hindu becomes the minority.
Please understand, Miss Setalvad, in this country, Article 14, Miss Setalvad, please, let's get Siddharth also in, then we open up. Article 14 gives me equality before the law. Article 15(1) says the state will not discriminate against any citizen only on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. Should we tear up Article 14 and 15(1) now?
Don't mix up issues, Arnav.
But that is the basic issue. This country, the constitution of this country gives me equality before the law.
I think
Siddharth Nath Singh. Siddharth Singh is
I thought the question was directed at me.
Arnab, let
Siddharth Singh and then open debate. Siddharth Singh.
I thought you were asking me the question, so let me answer
No,
that
let's get
question.
Siddharth and then after that coming to you.
And
Randeep.
Okay.
Arnab, let me highlight the contradiction and expose the contradiction of the Congress party. They have taken the excuse of Muzaffarnagar and said therefore it becomes all the more important to bring in the December winter session. Now let me, if you look at the law, if it is enacted and you look at what happened in Muzaffarnagar, I'll just take 2 minutes. The governor sends a report to the center, to the Home Ministry, and says the law and order is out of control of the state government.
Yeah.
Your channel does a sting and brings out that there is a cabinet minister who's been involved. The government here it is very keen to bring a communal violence bill, but doesn't act on the Muzaffarnagar and says that on federalism, it's a federal issue, the law and order is with the state, we will not interfere. Now, if you look at this bill again, and if this is enacted, this bill creates an authority which can overrule the center and the state and can send direct advisories to the state government.
That's not
and take the help of the investigative agencies, go into their houses, and all those things they can do. So the government contradiction is enough to show.
Putting the record straight.
1 second. Counter coming in. Kamal Farooqi first. Kamal Farooqi. One at a time. Kamal Farooqi to Siddharth Nath Singh.
No, I'm not finished yet. Arnab, I have not finished here.
Okay, Kamal Farooqi, just let
me remind those who are in the panel, Kashmir is not included under a clause. They have been saying that Kashmir, let them read. Kashmir under a clause is not included. You have to take a permission with the state government. Why not the same provision?
One at a time.
State government. Adopt it.
One at a time.
What kind of a silly argument is he trying to raise without appropriate knowledge of the Constitution?
Okay, Randeep has started.
Arnab, I want to make 2 quick points.
Okay, first of all, I just make one request.
Mr. Ranjit Surjewala, the silly arguments have been drafted by NAC, which is headed by Sonia Gandhi. Where you have started dividing the nation further on a majority and a minority basis. So please go back to Sonia Gandhi and ask her why her NAC has drafted a silly draft.
Jammu and Kashmir, and then consequently accept it.
So just allow Mr. Surjewala have the constitution basic fundamental in yourself. If you are going to give it to Jammu and Kashmir, so do give it to other states.
The other party.
No, you should give it to the other states also. The right to be debated in the state assembly, which you are not giving.
And consequently, all that they know is how to outshout others. But in this case, the people of this country are watching. What is the bottom line question, Arnab, that
No,
you
I'm
have
sorry,
raised on
Mr.
your channel
Surjewala,
today?
you have
And
nothing
the bottom line
to show
question is
before
only this.
2014,
And the question is
anything
this.
on
Is
development
communal
front or
violence
anything on the
bill
economic
important
front. So
or
you
not
have come up with this
important
poll
for
gimmick.
ensuring
That is your
that
problem, Mr.
the
Surjewala.
probity in
Mr.
your
Surjewala, you have
the
nothing to give in the Haryana also because you have a Damat gate there.
1 second, please, gentlemen. One at a time, please. I make one sincere request. Yes, Teesta, I see that. I just make one sincere request. I'm
Well,
making
if Mr. Surjewala speaks when I'm speaking, I'll be shouting him down.
I request you, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, I request you. I just need your indulgence of the entire panel. I need everyone to speak one at a time. I assure you, Mr. Surjewala, I know you came in very aggressively and you countered Siddharth Nath Singh. I must give some others their equal turn. I am only raising this point, and trust me tonight, I'm raising the point because this question will be asked.
You told me, you came to me.
I came to you.
You came to me, at least give me the opportunity to speak.
I came to you, but please just answer one question.
Siddharth Nath Singh just got angry, lost his cool.
Randeep Surjewala, and after that I'm coming to the others. I'm going to...
No, I didn't get angry, Mr. Surjit.
Now please,
I didn't get angry.
Now
I didn't get angry. But if it is a silly thing has happened from the NAC headed by Sonia Gandhi.
But Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, 1 minute. You must also remember, Mr. Siddharth Nath Singh, there have been amendments made to the draft bill.
You are good in diverting the whole discussion. Mr. Siddharth Singh, you are good in diverting the discussion.
The
You
entire
are good in diverting the discussion.
Arnab, we are...
Thank you. Thank you,
all that
Mr. Farooqi, for giving me...
One at a time.
Digress the debate.
That's what the BJP does. It
Please don't...
bullies and shouts.
1 second. May I just get everyone's attention for a minute? Please.
This is all the papers I've been reading and your draft.
Okay, 1 minute, but there are lots of things in these papers which have also been deleted.
Wait for the draft to come to Parliament first.
Once. The question is only this. Everyone on the panel, I want them to
why
focus.
Debate then?
The question is only, do you divide this country on majority, minority, dominant group, non-dominant group? If there are 10 rioters in a situation from one side and 4 on the other, does this mean that the 10 rioters on one side will come under the communal violence bill and the 4 rioters on the other will only face the Indian Penal Code? That's my limited point tonight. Randeep Surjewala's rebut, and then I'm coming to Sudhindra Kulkarni back. Yes, please. Kamal Farooqi, just coming back to you. Randeep Surjewala, answer that.
And I have two very short points I want to make. The whole edifice of this discussion is whether or not we should have communal violence bill targeted against scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, linguistic and other minorities of the nature we have, or does it violate the basic edifice of the constitution? My humble submission is, a bill has been drafted. That bill would be tabled in Parliament. Teesta has already made that point. I only want to re-emphasize it by saying, if there are any flaws, then it will go to a standing committee. Leaders of opposition would be there. It can be deliberated more thoroughly there. But nobody can say that there should be no communal violence bill targeted against scheduled castes, tribes and linguistic minorities of this country. The Bharatiya Janata Party, in their quest to muddy political waters, to muzzle voices, and to ensure that everything gets divided into majority versus minority.
But you've done it.
Is trying to sully the whole debate before even the debate has
Sudhindra Kulkarni is rebutting you. 1 minute. No, not Siddharth Nath Singh. It's Sudhindra Kulkarni's turn. Sudhindra Kulkarni's turn.
In the Parliament. This is not the forum for Parliament, and it will be deliberated.
Sudhindra Kulkarni's turn. After that, Teesta Setalwad.
Mr. Kulkarni's party.
Mr. Kulkarni is rebutting you. Allow Mr. Kulkarni in. Yes, go ahead. Mr. Kulkarni, then Kamal Farooqi.
You know, if you remove the term religious minority,
1 minute.
If you remove the term religious minority from this bill,
yes,
then the whole nature of this bill changes completely. Now, this bill in its present form, you know, we don't know in what form it's going to be presented before Parliament, but let's go by what we have. It has so many absurdities and anomalies. Let me give one more example. What if there is targeted violence between a minority group and a minority group? Kerala was mentioned. Let me give an example. You know, a few years ago...
Example, yes. Okay, Kamal Farooqi will respond to this.
Example of a Christian professor whose hand was chopped by a radical Muslim group. Now, is this not targeted violence?
Kamal Farooqi.
Similarly, you know, SIMI, Students Islamic Movement of India, SIMI is a banned organization.
Right.
It's a banned organization because it is a communal organization. It's banned by the UPA government itself.
Yeah.
But under this, under the definition and the provisions of this bill, it would not be regarded as a communal organization.
Yeah.
Even if it conducts communal propaganda and communal violence. You know, we must condemn both majority communal organizations, minority communal organizations.
You are just misleading people on this channel by saying such things. It's completely incorrect, false, malicious and misleading. Sir, with due regards to you.
Yeah. I insist I want to say something.
Teesta, yes, go ahead. Then Sudhindra Kulkarni.
You have spent, Arnab, and I'm making an allegation against you. You have spent a good part of this very important discussion only talking about one aspect of the bill. A substantive part of this proposed law deals with accountability of public servants. Now, senior police officers, Hindus, I hate using this distinction, have said that communal violence can stop in 24 hours if the state wants it to stop. But yet you find time and again that violence against sections of the population does not stop. Now this bill seeks to bring accountability and culpability for public servants. Now in Muzaffarnagar what we saw, and I'm no by means saying that Muslims are not capable of communal violence or Christians are not capable of communal violence. They very much are. But the very nature of majority and minority is that the administration starts behaving in a majoritarian way. And we have seen that. We have seen that in Bombay 92-93. We have seen that in Gujarat. We have seen that in Telecheck.
So what your argument is the bias of the state? Your argument is the bias of the state. The state, the Indian state is biased.
BJP MLAs.
Her argument will make Azam Khan go free. That is the argument she is giving.
Kamal Farooqui, please, 1 minute. Kamal Farooqui, please. Kamal Farooqui.
Why would you argue about this part of the law?
Kamal Farooqui.
Asking for accountability and the rule of law for
1 minute.
servants.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Before you come in, Kamal Farooqui, 1 minute.
We have a colonial law. We have a colonial law, section 197 of the CRC.
I put that.
Not allow an
I put your argument
to prosecute public servants.
1 second. I put Siddharth, 1 minute. Please hold on.
Do away with sanctions.
1 second. I put your argument. I put your argument. Teesta, 1 minute. Let's not make it a one-way debate. I put Teesta Setalwad's argument and I apply it in the context of Uttar Pradesh. And the only question I have to Kamal Farooqui is, was the Uttar Pradesh government blind? Was it basically prejudiced? Was it biased against its own people? Is that why the Muzaffarnagar riots happened? Kamal Farooqui, accept that then. Kamal Farooqui, please.
Answer the question.
Kamal Farooqui to answer that.
Why Muzaffarnagar is being asked again and again?
Why not? It's most recent.
He himself said that yes. But allow me to answer. You put the question and then answer yourself.
No,
allow me to answer. Basically, there are three. Basically, there are 3-4 issues which should be understood very clearly. Why communal violence bill has been brought in? In fact, it was after the aftermath of 2002 how it has happened. You know what I mean? Then. So the whole thing was a commitment by the Congress, and then later on that they will bring up a bill which will have an impact to curtail the communal violence. They brought it in 2005. This was absolutely rejected by everybody. It went to the standing committee and it was rejected. Then again they came out with something in 2009. They brought in 59 amendments into it, but the basic core issues was not discussed. The issue of the responsibility, accountability, as I said, the pre-communal violence scenario, during communal violence and after one, and the rehabilitation, all of those things, they were not put in properly. Then NSA brought in, the NSA did not draft a bill, rather they gave the clause by clause suggestion as to what is to be done. But we have never been saying it in NSE that this is the final word. We have been saying it, ultimately it is the prerogative of the parliament to discuss all those kind of things.
All I am saying.
And we are saying it. We are saying it. Please let me complete. Please let me complete.
Okay, let complete.
The basic, 2-3 issues are there. So please let me complete.
But deliberately the discussion is being derailed because the BJP does not want any law for accountability.
Yes.
The BJP, RSS and BSP are 70% responsible for communal violence in this country. So how will they want a law against?
Basically, stop your ad nauseum rhetoric. It has no value left. You have done enough of propaganda in Gujarat and you have failed, and even by giving false affidavit. So please stop it.